Well, Paul, this is what it's all about, isn't it? 5 games to go. You're right in the thick of it. It's really exciting.
Yeah, really exciting time. Like I say, that's exactly what you want as a player. You can't ask for anything more. We've worked hard all season. Even before that, had a great pre-season, and it's all led up to, where we are now. And, we've enjoyed the ride so far and we're going to keep enjoying it.
Yeah, and of course, there's the potential for a bit of tension, a bit of nerves at this stage. But from the outside looking in, you all seem remarkably relaxed. And I say that in a good way. It looks as though everyone really is enjoying it as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's a great position to be in. Why wouldn't you be enjoying it? The manager always speaks about having that right balance between, composure and intensity. And I think in the majority of the games recently, we have had that right balance. And that's just what we need to carry on doing. Maybe wasn't quite right against Exeter, but, before that, I think it's been spot on. So, yeah, that's just what we need to carry on doing, really.
And one of your big things this season, one of your big strengths, pretty much without exception, whenever you've had a setback, you've reacted really strongly, and it goes without saying that'll be the intention for this weekend.
Definitely. It's just like a humble group, really. We never get too high. We never too cocky or anything if we're winning. If we're losing, we come in Monday, we're still laughing, smiling, joking. It's the same atmosphere, win, lose, or draw, which is fantastic, really, because it's not, your emotions aren't all over the place. You're steady. You come in with a positive attitude every day, but at the same time, you've still got that aggression, that bite about you. Don't get me wrong, and you still want to win, but it's so important to come in with a good attitude every day, and we've done that, win, lose, or draw, and that that's everyone, really. All the players, all the staff, and I think that's a massive contributing factor to why we've got where we are. To be fair,
yeah, it's marrying that will to win with also keeping in mind that, yeah, there will be days where it doesn't go to plan. You will lose games. There will be bad days, and just dealing with all of that. And it's such a big asset to have, isn't it? Because you will lose games, so you need to have that mechanism for getting back on track.
Absolutely, and it's just keeping your emotions in check, really. Like I say, you don't get too high, don't get too low. Trying to stay on an even kind of path, really, and that's come from the manager. He's told us to be like that all season, but as well, good heads that have been around the game. Greggy, Wes, Dunks. They don't allow us, getting too high, too low, and yeah, just coming in, just enjoying it every day. It's a great environment to work in. Everyone gets along. And we back each other. If there are tough times, and there's been tough times in the season, we've always stuck together. That's massive in a group. If you stick together through thick and thin, that's fantastic, and we've got that in abundance.
Yeah, and 5 games to go. The best thing about it really is that it's firmly in your own hands. You've even got a little bit of wiggle room, but the most important thing is, yeah, of course, you'll end up looking at other results, and potentially they could be important, but it is in your own hands.
Absolutely. Our only focus, is Newport. That's our only focus. I don't look at too much else. I like winning football matches. I like competing. I like, playing in games. That's my only focus is, having a good game against Newport and making sure we get results, because we know how good they are. We know how tough the league is. There's no room for, taking your eye off the ball at all. So that's what we've been gearing up to this week.
Cool. That's great for me.
Cheers. Thanks.
That's all good for me. Thanks.
Hi, Paul. Just a couple from me, if that's okay. It looks as though, from to work out the maths, as often fans do, that it's 10 points needed from 5 games, barring a big swing in goal difference. Has that sort of number's been talked about at all in team meetings this week, or is it generally just focus on the games rather than actually the points you need?
Not at all. Like we haven't spoke about it at all. To be fair, like I've said, we know how good Newport are. That's all our focus is going into. We need to be at it. We need to be aggressive. We need to be strong. And we need to get up to that level. that's all that matters. To be fair, you can't afford to take your eye off that, and that's our only focus really.
What were your thoughts on Saturday's game? Because it didn't really feel like a 4-1 defeat in terms of the balance of play at times. What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, just maybe, they get the first 2 goals and then, you're battling, you're struggling to get into it. We finally got the goal, and then they get the other goals and it's a massive, kick in your stomach really. But yeah, maybe one of those days when we weren't quite at it. I think we all know that. But, it gives you, more, I don't know, a bit more oomph for the next game really. And that's kind of what you've got to take from it.
Mark mentioned that Greg Taylor was watching the League Two fixtures in the week. Were you opting to choose to watch the League Two fixture, or were you watching the Champions League instead? What were you keeping your eye on?
I wasn't watching anything, to be fair. I was watching Netflix. That's how I am. My only focus is Newport. To be fair, I don't keep up to date with too much else that goes on. Like I say, I like winning football matches. Whether we're bottom of the league, top of the league, I try and go into the game the best I can. And that's just maybe my mentality on it, to be fair.
So just switching off and have a bit of time away with Netflix on Tuesday evening.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's how I prepare. So, yeah.
Cheers, Paul. That's great.
Cheers. Thanks.
Afternoon, Paul. Obviously, the team has had a very good record of bouncing back from defeat. How much confidence does that give you going into Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. Look, as I've said, we stick together. That's so important as a group. Win, lose, or draw. We've always stuck together throughout the season. And like you say, we have done well bouncing back from losses in the past. So when you've done it before and you've done it as a team, we know we can do it again. And that's our only focus really. We weren't quite at the races in the last game, but if you look at the past 6 games or whatever, we've been there or thereabouts. So we just need to hit that level again as a team, individually, collectively, and that's our plan going into Saturday.
And what do you make of Newport as well? They seem like quite a similar challenge in some respects to what Exeter were last weekend.
Yeah, they're a really good team. We've played them twice. Once in the cup, they were absolutely outstanding. But I think they played a different style of football now, maybe because of the pitch at their place is a bit, it was like a carpet when we played them in the cup, and they could pass and play, and they were really good that day. And then they came to our place and we knew maybe what they were going to try and do. And it was a bit of a strange game as well with the puddles and the pitch and stuff, but it was a really good game, played in the right spirit. Both teams were, they were so aggressive, we were so aggressive, really going for each other. We just edged it that day. But yeah, we know what kind of threat they pose, got respect for them as a team. But we just need to, focus on us and hit our levels that we know we're capable of. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the game.
And in terms of yourself as well, obviously signed in the summer, how much have you enjoyed your time with Cambridge this season?
Yeah, I loved it. I think I felt welcome. I felt at home literally from the first day, to be fair. I had such a good welcome from all, the staff, the players that have been here a long time. And it was, just really enjoyed it, up to now. And hopefully we can have a good end to the season and really to cap off a positive season.
And obviously you're out of contract in the summer as well. Do you want to extend your stay if you got the offer to?
I've no idea. I just want to beat Newport, to be fair. That's like my only thing now. So yeah, that's all I'll be focusing on.